Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to episode 39 of the FIFA 18 My Player Career Mode, and we are at the end of the season. We've got a handful of games to go though before we do actually officially end this the season. And then I think what we're going to do, because we've got a month to go, I think we're going to do one more season with Palermo. I don't think we're going to get any transfer offers during the summer when we do end this one. So we'll finish one more season here with Palermo, and then of course that will be the right time, I think, to be starting with FIFA 19 content. So we'll do one more season here with Palermo and see how we get on. Hopefully we can finish in the European places this year, and we are just a few points away, I think, from confirming European qualification if we haven't already done so already, and then that will give us 1 year in European competition with Palermo, and then hopefully we can go on, win a couple of trophies before we do end, and then that will tie us nicely into the start of a brand new series on FIFA 19. Still not entirely sure where we're going to be starting. The Italian league has been fully licensed as well, I believe, for FIFA 19, so it could start there straight away after doing this one with Palermo. It'll be interesting to go back, especially with Cristiano Ronaldo in the Italian league as well now. There's been a few other signings over there, so it could be an interesting year for Italian football. We'll have to see how it goes. I think all these stadiums are there as well. I could be wrong on that, but I think all the Italian stadiums are there if they're not all there already. I think that goes for... is that the Spanish league? I could be wrong if that's the Spanish league or Italian, but I'll have to double check on that. But I know the Serie A league is back, so fingers crossed that will be somewhere positive to go for this series. But we'll have to wait to see. Again, Premiership or the Premier League always pulls in the attraction, of course, being one of the biggest leagues in world football. So as always, just leave your suggestions below where we should start our series with our My Player. Maybe we could start in a lower league or in a lower country even, and then try and work our way up, just like we've done with this Palermo one, really, without training, without asking for a transfer away. And that one just goes wide there. Good chance for Chievo. I think that's Chievo, isn't it? I could be wrong, but that is me and Italian football. Not really clued up with it these days. I was back in the 90s, but recently I've gone a bit off it because Italian football just hasn't interested me whatsoever. I'm sure that's the same for quite a lot of you guys, but as I said, this year could be the big one for Italian football. It could be back in the big time, especially if they can get some good European victories as well. But another chance there, this time for Palermo. Just did take a deflection there, so it does go out of play for a corner. Still waiting for the first goal in today's match. 20 minutes remaining. And come on, boys, let's try and end the season on a high. We want to qualify for the European competitions. I don't think we can get Champions League football. We could. Oh, good chance there. I thought for a second that was flying into the top of the corner. But like I said, I have to actually have a look at the league table to see where we can actually qualify. But no doubt, nevertheless, wherever we can qualify, where we can finish the season, we want to go out and get the victories in all of the remaining games. After this one, I think we've got 2 games remaining in the league. Still 0-0 in this one. If we can try and steal this one late on, that will give us good advantage going into those last 2 games. But it doesn't look like anybody's going to be breaking a deadlock, unfortunately. Kai currently sitting on a 7.7 rating, so he's not had a bad game, just not able to break that deadlock. Again, it's going to be another draw, it seems. I think we've drawn the most games this year. It's been a really tough one. It is our first season here in the Calcio A-League, of course. That one just going to go wide. And is it going to go out of play? It is going to go out of play, but it is still a Palermo attack. Maybe one last attack here. One last chance, possibly. Kirill going to get this one clear. Kai trying to get it back. He does, but there is the final whistle. We will take a point. Point is not a bad result, of course. And we've got 2 games remaining. Let's just have a look at the league table. And we're 3 points clear right now of Lazio for the last Europa League spot. And we can finish in the top 3 even. But of course that means we need to win our last 2 games and hope that Napoli do lose their last game. And then of course we need Sampdoria to drop points as well in these last 2 games. So let's jump into the second game of today's episode. It is an away one again, taking on Cittadella. And who is going to be coming out on top for this one? We really need the victory. We need to win our last 2 games. So fingers crossed Kai can pull out the victory. He's the one that needs to step up right now. After drawing so many games this year, we could have really won the league, to be honest. But as I said, going forward we have struggled, and I think that's part due to Palermo just not improving the squad when we got promoted. I don't know how much money they've got, probably nothing, to be honest, but they've just not improved the squad whatsoever. So we have struggled this year. Of course, maybe at the end of the season things will be different. Maybe they will have a little bit more extra funds to play with and bring in the signings which we desperately need, especially going forward on the wings. Well, let's see how we get on. We're on to the second half in this game. I just noticed we've jumped into the second half and still waiting for the first goal of today's match. Is it going to be a goal? Citadella that time going closest. kaiqom on a 6.7 rated. I'll take a 1-0 victory right now, and it only looks like it's going to be 1-0 if anything. And we're half an hour remaining. Here's Kai, bit of space in front of him. He's trying to charge all the way through. Good defensive work there from the Citadella defenders. And back in possession of Palermo. They are in the all white, of course, on the edge of the area. Kai's trying to find some space. Here he is. Lays it off to his teammate, and there is the gap, and there is the goal. Fantastic play eventually there from Palermo. Kai does get on the assist. Nestorovsky, he gets on the score sheet, and Palermo lead 1-0. Poor defensive work there from Citadella. Goalkeeper, he was taken the wrong way as well. And 10th goal of the season there for Nestorovsky. And what a time to score. We've got less than 5 minutes remaining. We're leading by 1-0. Time is running out now for the home side to get anything from this. I'm not sure where they currently sit in the league table or whether they're actually playing for anything. But it doesn't matter to us. We just need the 3 points if we're going to have any chance of finishing in the top 3. Corner though late on. Don't concede in the last few minutes, boys. Concentrate at the back. And shot is there. Blocked a little bit awkwardly there, but finally the goalkeeper does hold on to it. Kai's up to a 7.9 match rating. He did get that assist for the goal, the only goal of the game. Still a little bit of work to do though. Just concentrate, getting the ball forward. A bit of space open up here as well on this left side. Kai's cutting in the middle, tries to play the ball over the top, waiting for the little touch as he was running on, but there is the final whistle. We do hold on to a nice 1-0 victory, 3 points in the bag. We drew the first game, won the second game, and let's see how we finish off the season with our third and final match. It is at home, taking on Atalanta. May the 17th, 2020. I believe it is the European Championships as well after this game. I don't think Kai's been called up for the Italian squad at all. Yeah, he's a bit too young. His stats are not quite up there. Remember, we didn't do any training whatsoever during this series, and that's the way it's going to be. I think they're going to do the same as well for the start of FIFA 19. Only improve the player through his game time alone. Unless, of course, there's anything new for the My Player career mode. We'll have to wait and see. A lot of new FIFA 19 videos are going live today, I believe, from some of the guys, or the EA Game Changers, and some of the ones which got recording earlier in the week at Gamescom. So I'll be interested to watch a couple of those, see if there's anything new for My Player career and career mode in general. We are a big fan of Ultimate Team as well, of course. I probably should do a lot more of that for the series, or for the channel, of course, for this new game. But let's see how we end this third and final match, and we are hoping to get the victory. And hope, of course, was it Sampdoria and Napoli, they are the ones which need to drop points. So fingers crossed some of their results pop up in the top corner whilst we're playing this one. But just over 5 minutes remaining, still waiting for the first goal of the match. Atalanta, they are the ones looking the most likely right now. A couple of good chances for them in this first half, but thankfully the goalkeeper, he is concentrating. He's had his Weetabix today, and there was another cracking save there from the Palermo goalie. He doesn't need replacing, that is for sure. Good save there from him. Just palm it out for a corner though, so still danger here for the Palermo defenders. And can we get this one? Just knock it on. Kai was trying to run down that wing there, but unfortunately it is Atalanta still in possession around the area. Shot comes in. Goalkeeper, he holds on to it. A cracking save, in fact, holding on to it. The goalkeepers don't do that often enough these days. They're there to just smash it away. But into the second half we'll go. Just over an hour gone, and that's nicely played onto that far side. Kai's asking for it in the area. Cross comes in just over his head and cleared away, but back into the possession of Palermo. Kai again in the area waiting for the cross. It doesn't come this time, and the goalkeeper thumps the ball forward. Well, there is Kai just outside the area, goes for the shot. Too much on that one, far over the crossbar, and we still wait for the opening goal of the game. We don't want to be ending with a draw. We really do need the 3 points. As I said, we want to be qualifying for the Champions League if that is the top 3 positions. But if not, we should pretty much have the Europa League wrapped up, the qualifying spot anyway. But there, I think it is a penalty here for Palermo. So less than 15 minutes to play, and Palermo have a great chance here to take the lead and hopefully grab an important 3 points. Oh, that was a bit harsh there on the defender. I'd say that was a foul on him, if anything. But we'll take it. Come on, don't disappoint. Put it into the back of the net, and it's in. I don't know how that one got in. The goalkeeper went the right way. It felt like slow motion as he took that, just rolling across the grass there. But we'll take it. As I said, just over 10 minutes remaining. Palermo lead by 1-0. Atalanta have some work to do. Again, I don't know exactly where they sit in the Serie A table right now. But I know for one thing, I think with that goal, we have pretty much wrapped up the Europa League and hopefully a Champions League and top 3 spot. But it all depends on results elsewhere. Time is running out now for the away side. If they're going to get anything from this match, we just need to keep the ball. And we've actually given away a free kick closer to our goal and the danger zone. Come on, boys. Just block this. Get this ball forward. Shot comes in. Blocked there by the defensive wall, which is absolutely fantastic. And still got to concentrate, though. Oh, well played. Get it away. Just thump it upfield, please. There. Cracking and clearance there. And the goalkeeper still running forward. We've actually run into him. He gets back up fast enough though, and Atalanta in possession. Was trying to get forward there to try and score in the back of an empty goal. But the final whistle blows. The last game of the season ends with a victory. And 6 points out of 6 in the last 2 games. We did draw that first one of today's episode, of course, but we had a pretty decent run in, and we just missed out by 1 point on the final day of the season. Napoli finishing 3rd, which means we do have to qualify for the Europa League, finishing on 70 points. Same with Sampdoria. At least we did take over Sampdoria to finish in 4th. Inter Milan, they are the champions of the Italian League. By 5 points clear of AC. So it'll be interesting next year. Hopefully we can go one better or a few better and win the league. We will hopefully be improving the Palermo squad as well. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this season so far, and we can jump into the next one soon enough. But they can see we did meet most of the targets, in fact all the targets there of the league objectives, and now we can just concentrate in a positive summer. Hope that Italian football can, or the Italian team can win the European Championships, I should say. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you did like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode for the start of the new season.